Good morning. It is Thursday, October 17th. I'm going to provide you guys a quick update here on severe weather. Severe weather has been very slow since we got into the month of October. However, we do have little pockets of areas that did pop up. Now, severe weather is on the dying trend. Colder temperatures, since we got into the month of October, colder temperatures are starting to die out. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we could still have, severe weather. We could still have severe weather until the middle of December, and we could still have hurricanes until the end of November. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Right now, we can just say that severe weather is, it is on the daily. It's just something that we got to watch for every day. It's nothing is really concrete. We just have to really understand that, you don't really know when strong storms are going to come in, but we do have some strong storms, a couple days back to back. First time in a while since we've had some back to back severe weather days that we're going to watch for. And then I'm going to talk about what kind of weather outlooks are we looking for the next week to 2 weeks going into the end of the month. Like how cold our temperatures are going to be throughout the United States. You can get a very good idea on, what we could visually see. Areas that you're going to expect, right, we're going to see temperatures get colder, especially if you live in the northern half. But then I also want to talk about the tropics because I know a lot of YouTubers out there, they're just doing a lot of clickbait. I know like Max Velocity, Ryan Hall, these guys are just clickbait every day, just try to get you to click on it. I ain't going to do that. I'm just going to tell you, what's going on. There's nothing really severe, crazy things going on, right? But anyways, and I'm not trying to bore you. I'm just trying to make some facts. These guys are just clickbaiting. Anyways, guys. Now, let's talk about the severe weather that's taking place tomorrow night. So Friday, October 18th, we're going to see some severe weather coming back into New Mexico. And I'm going to show you here. This is some capabilities here. We're going to see around right. So let's look here. Let's go into Friday, right here. Going into Saturday, we are going to have a small chance over here in New Mexico. Maybe some parts down here. I mean, do I see anything major happen Friday night? No, I don't see anything crazy. This is just some capabilities that I see. However, I want to show you something here. You just got to keep in mind that some of this stuff that people go out there, they try to scare people. And I'm not really trying to scare people. But we do have some severe weather rolling in. There's a small chance we're going to see some supercells, maybe a couple parts of isolated tornadoes within 25 miles of a point. All right. And then when we get into Saturday, I think things are going to get a little stronger because I see temperatures go up. Okay, so temperatures are going to definitely move up this weekend. I know especially if you live above half of the states here, you're receiving some colder temperatures in the morning, and then it gets a little warmer during the day. And that's what we're going to experience until the very end of the month. And then things are going to shift a little bit. We're going to see colder temperatures. We're probably going to see a lot more 30 to 40 degree temperatures going into the month of November. And I'll probably do a video on what we're looking at. If you want to see what kind of, if you want to know what kind of winter forecasts that we're looking at, comment down below. Don't forget to like the video as well. So we can expect, Texas and New Mexico to receive some thunderstorms coming in. All right, we can expect that coming in this weekend. I think it looks a lot stronger Saturday night than it does Friday night. So we could see some stronger storms coming in Saturday night. So if you're living in the eastern part of Texas here, but honestly, guys, I mean, the probability is still very low. So like if it's 2 to 4% risk, which means that there's up to 4% chance out of 100 that a tornado could drop 25 miles of a point. And it'd probably be, if it did, it would be an EF0 or EF1. Still can do some damage. So, don't forget that in EF1, EF0s, they could still take some shingles off your roof, blow the front door off your house, can lift up your garage door, can blow some windows around, could still move your car from left to right. So just something to consider. Anyways, now I want to kind of go over the next few days. Now, what other areas are we going to be seeing severe weather roll in? We could see some more severe weather probably rolling into Oklahoma, Kansas. Temperatures are still going to be around, this weekend. And it does look like it dies off for a few more days. Now, once we get into next weekend, we could see a little pockets over here in Oklahoma where we might see some supercells roll in here and then move into the, Ohio Valley over here. And, nothing really crazy right now. So there's going to be pockets going into the later parts of the month that we're going to have to pay attention to. Now, let's talk about the tropics, because that's what everybody on YouTube is clickbaiting. They're definitely clickbaiting you. There's severe weather rolling in, max velocity, and specifically he's getting a little carried away with it. I think gotta at least be honest to people and just this isn't real, guys. I mean, there ain't nothing really big impacting the U.S. It's just all clickbait. Nothing really major to talk about. So let's dive into the tropics, because a lot of people may want to know what's going on with the Gulf. What's going on? And guys, it's dying out. Nothing crazy is going on. That's why I haven't really made any videos lately. There's no point of me talking about nothing that's coming, because what do you want me to try to scare you into something that isn't coming? So yes, the one that they're talking about right now is gonna impact most likely the peninsula here in Mexico. Nothing that I see is going to make impacts to the U.S. Earlier in the month, I did see some impacts coming in that was going to make some big impacts to Florida. However, things change. Usually when things are about a week out, I've noticed things are a little bit more accurate. Things that are like 10, 14 days out, it's kind of hard to really predict if the storm is really going to make any big impacts. A lot of the times, guys will try to scare you to think, oh, there's something coming, something's coming, and it's really nothing to worry about. Listen to your local weather forecasts, and you could check this channel out. And anytime severe weather rolls in, I'll have a video out. So again, we're still not seeing anything crazy take place. And a lot of the times, guys will make clickbaiting material. They're just trying to scare you. Now, this one does seem to form up here, just right over the Caribbean, just right over Cuba, essentially. Now, where that goes it's really hard to decipher where it's going to go. But again, it's still a couple weeks out. These things can change. It could shift and move over here, and form up and go over here. So anybody that really makes any content telling you, oh, we've got a hurricane coming, folks, it's time to prepare. All right, well, it's something, it's something to see. But right now, we don't really know where it's going to go. But if I had to make a guess, I'd say it's going to go probably up through here in this area. But it's still a little far ways out. So right now, the tropics are not, let's just say, the tropics, there's nothing going to happen in the tropics, I don't think, this month. Nadine is not coming. I don't think, honestly, the first week of November, after that, I see the tropics dying out. So, there's potentially we could see one more thing form up and impact the United States. That's the only reason why I started this channel. I talk about the United States, really specifically if it makes any impacts to us, not really to other countries, other places. But, this is what we're looking at. So, again, tropics will start to die out after the first week of November, even though hurricanes could still take place until the end of November. However, I'm still seeing it. Let me show you why I believe this. Okay, I'm gonna just show you the facts. So, favorable waters are here. That's why that hurricane or that tropical storm will go right into here. It's because that water is favorable. It's warm. These waters here, guys, are starting to get colder. Waters are starting to get colder. It's not favorable to form up. So anybody that's telling you, oh, yep, we're going to have some major impacts coming soon, don't believe them. It's all clickbait. And then also, let's talk about temperatures, because obviously, a lot of people want to know what's going on. I try, again, if you watch the channel, I try to talk about everything in the United States. What kind of temperatures are we expected to receive till the end of the month? Now, right now, if you live above the half part of the United States, if you had to draw a line, here, draw a line, middle of the part of the United States, everything above that, you're going to receive colder temperatures in the morning, and then it warms up during the day. However, we're going to have some colder temperatures roll in later in parts of the month. So, a lot of areas, like especially over here in the Northeast, Northwest, closer to Canada, you're going to receive some colder temperatures down in the 20s over here. And then we can see we're down over here into the lower 30s. I know we woke up in the early 30s this morning. And things are going to warm up again. We still have some warm temperatures here, especially, if you're living near Texas and above Texas right now. But things are going to change going into later in the month. So as we zoom in here, temperatures are going to still fluctuate, and you could stop and rewind and see how cold temperatures are going to come into your areas, and how warm things are going to be as we move into the later parts of the month. And then once we get to around Halloween, things are going to start getting really cold. So we're talking 20s, maybe even into the teens in some areas. So let's take a look right here. So we'll have this. So looking at it right at the beginning of November, if you're living over here in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia, these northeast part of a corner here, you're going to receive some colder temperatures going into the 20s all around the 1st. There's just going to be this cold blast of air rolling in. We can expect some colder temperatures to come in. So, I mean, 20 degrees is pretty chilly. So, we can expect it to kind of go back up into the 40s. So, again, going into the month of November, we're probably going to drop down 10 degrees, like average. That's just how it usually goes. The first week or second week of November, temperatures always go down about 10 degrees. So probably wake up with 20, 30 degree weather and then be in the 40s and 50s all day. That's kind of what the month of November looks like for a lot of parts. Now, if you're closer to Canada, you're going to be, you can expect a little bit colder temperatures because there's that cold blast is moving from Canada. But you can stop and rewind and see where you're at on the map and see, you can look at the time stamps here and see what kind of temperatures you're looking at. If you ever wanted to go back and look here, we could see. I'm just going to hit the play button so that way it rolls pretty slow. And you could see the time stamp, the dates. We could see that temperatures will get cold in the morning and then it'll start warming up in the afternoon. And that's pretty much the way the month will roll out. Now, again, if this information was helpful for you, please make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to share this if you're living in an area that, maybe family's coming, family live at, and be like, hey, we got some really cold temperatures coming in. You might want to get those plants put up, or you might want to bring those plants in, or, you never know, right? Colder temperatures can definitely affect everything. So anyways, guys, please make sure to subscribe and don't forget to like the videos, and don't be just clicking on people's, don't click on Max Velocity or Ryan Hall. They're really clickbait channels. So, but anyways, guys, thanks. And, I'll have some more updates here for you over the weekend. And, as we get closer to the end of October, I'll provide some more updates. Thanks.